today we're working on taking a vintage 1950s pair of Foo Dogs and taking them from what I showed you in the picture last night, just really chipped up, banged up, scuffed up, and you couldn't see the intrinsic beauty in the piece, and we're taking it to a whole new level. So I've already started on this piece. This is all simplistic, but I'll go over with you what my process was. We took barn red and we literally opened, blotted out, and then we just started blotting around the entire piece. We did the same thing with a little bit of mermaid tail, which you could see in some of the intricate grooves and detail. Then we took metallic copper, patted them around a little bit just like the rest, which again you could see it in there. And finally we took metallic gold by DIxie Belle. These are both top coats. We don't need the base coat for this project. Just be sure while you're patting it around, you're not really trying to take your brush and clean it each time. In this case, you want a melted, molded look, so you leave the color that you used last, dab most of it off, keep it nice and wet with your sprayer, and then just continue the process over and over. So what I was going to show you guys today is we're going to be using Patina paint by DIxie Belle and bronze. We have enough coats on here that I'm probably not going to have to do 2 coats of patina paint like I typically would, because this is a different, more aged look than what I typically go for. So a lot of times, like, I had not used this bronze probably in about the past year, and you'll get a little glazed over portion on the top. Just take yourself a popsicle stick, scrape it out, all the paint is good underneath, it's totally fine. Make sure with your patina that after you clean the top off, if it's not brand new, and you get the little skim coat off the top, we're gonna shake it, and we're gonna shake it really well. And we're not gonna do the stuff where we shake it a little bit. All of the metal that activates in this is in the bottom. So you really need to shake your paint super, super well. I'm showing you tips and tricks that I use and I've used since about 2000 in the painting industry with various products. Today, we're only using DIxie Belle, and from here on out in the future, we'll only be using DIxie Belle. But I've done this with all the different paint lines. I've never suffered contamination by mixing or had issues like what people talk about all the time. So I'm showing you quick, easy hacks that will get you that desired look that you want without taking 3.5 hours. So I'm not gonna dip into my main paint since I do have other paint on this. I shook this up really well. So I'm gonna dip a nice bit into here, get some of it off. And we're not, this is the process for every color that we've put on so far, this patting process. So we're gonna add the bronze over all the rest of the color. But we're not gonna paint it on so that we get rid of the rest of the colors. We're just kind of accentuating the rest of the color. And all you're doing is patting the whole piece down, blending a little bit. No, not like Brandy. She does fancy blending. We do like redneck blending down here. And we keep patting and patting, and we get this on, because once we're done with the whole thing, we'll be able to quickly spray some of this. And this is toning him down a little bit. He looks a little like too Chinese for me when he was like bright gold and all that, but we're still keeping the mermaid tail in the mix. We're keeping the barn red in the mix. We're toning down the copper and the gold that we put on here. And you just want to pat them. You're not really trying to get in the grooves or anything. You want all the colors to show that you put on here. Okay, and we got them pretty good with this. So we're not looking for a huge effect. If you were, you could wait, let this dry, and then add another coat. But we're just looking for like a nice, chilled, laid back effect. That's just what DIxie Belle can do. Stack product on top of product on top of product and really get a cool, old-fashioned look. So today, we're gonna be using the blue Patina spray. Again, shake this well, but you don't have to shake it like you did the Patina paint, or else you're gonna have stuff coming out all over you. So we're gonna mix it up by shaking it, and then we're gonna kind of test before we ever put it on here. Like, okay, how is this coming out? So this is coming out as a mist, which is kind of what I want. You can also have it come out as a jet, and then you'll get all these drips coming down, and it looks really cool too. I'm looking to kind of like mist it. So we're just gonna start while it's wet. So we're using the blue, and we're not really trying to soak them down or anything like that. Just trying to get a little bit on here. Make sure you have something down like I do, like a piece of plastic. Make sure you do this outside, because patina paint is not the most pleasant smell in the world. You don't really want to get it all over you. But we've completed that portion of it. And I'm just showing you a basic on how easy and simple patina paint is to use. It seems like when you go in my store or any of my friends, Pam Haskins, and you look and you just see all the stuff laying on the counters, it seems very overwhelming. Ooh, there's gonna be a lot of steps to that. It's gonna be difficult. It's not. It's just literally get out there with your paintbrush and just go for it. The worst that can happen is that you have to repaint it. Nothing devastating in life is gonna happen. Nothing bad is gonna happen. The worst that could happen is you have to repaint it. But you're already seeing a slight reaction with this all over. Typically it takes 10-15 minutes, because the bronze is probably the second fastest to activate. The copper with the green spray is just like you snap your finger and it's turning green. But the bronze with the blue or the green goes pretty quickly. And the reason that I chose blue was because I already have an undercoat of mermaid tail that's in all these grooves and everything. So I didn't want to go green on green because you're not really going to notice it. But we didn't have anything close to blue out here. We used gold, copper, bronze, barn red, and mermaid tail. But as you can see, it's already starting to slightly do its thing. It does not matter with patina if you come and you pat it a little bit to like help the process dry a little bit more, where it catches up in some grooves and things like that. We're probably not going to get the entire drying process in here, because DIxie Belle tells us that it will keep changing for about 24 hours. But you'll be able to get a good grasp on what this is going to do. When you pat it, it just takes it away where it's caked up and stuff like that, and it will dry a little bit faster.